Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams, taking on Marcus Mariota and the Atlanta Falcons.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead. And we're off in week 2. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here. And at quarterback for them is a former second overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota. Flush to his right. And complete to Drake London. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Mariota. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Throwing is Mariota. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And here comes Matthew Stafford leading the Rams offense out there. And just as he did last season when he captured his first and the Rams' 2nd Super Bowl title.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake it at Stafford. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Here's Patterson again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. They'll roll him out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A first down throw for Mariota. That's thrown underneath to Algier. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the back.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he fins him off. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On first down at Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And the Rams had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
From the red zone now, Stafford steps away. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now it's Stafford. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throw left side, there's London. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
As we watch London get that first down, it seems almost unfair about what he can do on a field. Here's a guy who's 6'4", loves to play over the rim and dunk on defenders, and can work out the slot as well as outside the numbers. That's a big reason why he went 8th overall as the first receiver taken in a loaded class.
First and 10, it's Patterson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On play action, Mariota. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. From the 35 on second down. Mariota. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Play action now. Mariota. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. On second down, a run with Patterson. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, Mariota is off, and on comes Atlanta's Younghoe Koo. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford, he gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll run on first down with Akers. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now a first down throw. Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll make it second down. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Running right, here's Brown. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. They'll try the air now with Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gay's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way.
You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Rams to take over. They're trying to get back on track following the loss to Buffalo a week ago. But the good news, they've got the lead right now here in the football 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Stafford. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. A give up the middle to Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Stafford. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 40. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result,
and he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the 50 at Stafford. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 1st and 10, Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Week 2 underway around the NFL. And a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener. The 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night, a treat, a Monday night doubleheader. Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern. And then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford. That one a first down pickup of 8. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going right back to Akers. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mariota on 3rd and 2. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Shifts by him. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Akers. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and goal. Stafford got his man complete over the middle. It's Jones. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Stafford now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. And Gay knocks this one through. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Mariota. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Mariota. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run with Patterson. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mariota now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. To have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
This one left side caught by Patterson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
He starts with a give to Akers.
Oh, he shifts past him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
101 yards rushing for Akers, and this is a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Stafford. And he fires one, but incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for L.A. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Falcons ready to take over.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Mariota's throw caught by Bird here.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Patterson running between the tackles. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Mariota. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Mariota to throw it. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Mariota.
Got his man. It's London. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdowns to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Straight ahead, Patterson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
On first down, going back to Patterson.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 31, Mariota.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now Mariota. Flushed out right.
And I know great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. but I certainly didn't expect them to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his fourth down call.
Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota got a man. It's Patterson, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Powering forward. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. To throw Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
They go play action. Mariota. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Marcus Mariota. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Man open. Here is Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards, the final tally.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Trucks over him. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this one is no good. He missed it. And that'll keep this a 1-point game. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They certainly caught a big break with that missed field goal. Instead of trailing, they hold on to that slim lead, and now we'll see how they play this critical 4th quarter possession. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. He finds his man complete. It's Patterson. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing is Mariota. Oh, no, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
For that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Stafford. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking underneath.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Mariota now after the fumble recovery. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Mariota. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So Matthew Stafford in the offense. Down by 8. A minute 50 to play. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. Stafford.
Completes this to Jefferson.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. Now it's Stafford. And incomplete on the deep ball. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Stafford now to throw.
Complete. Jefferson to target. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly.
That's into the hands.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the Falcons grab it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. Well, this game has not been short on intrigue, but that's the backbreaker right there, and it's going to put any hope of victory to bed.
Yeah, they knew they needed the touchdown, and when you have that little time remaining, they know they've got no choice except to go for broke, and that they did. But the interception, that means defeat.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And they take a knee. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
Well, what a thrilling fourth quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're cheering for the winning side, an outstanding comeback, though, that saw them completely take control and change the outcome of this game.
Yeah, I'm not sure how many of us saw that coming, the way that they were playing and having the lead after 3 quarters. A little bit of a stunning ending because it wasn't just a one-touchdown swing. It was a multiple touchdown swing for them to end up losing that ball game. Give credit where credit is due. They came off the pace and got it done.
So for the Falcons, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.